Hey queens, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. On today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to make this simple bubu gown. This beautiful stylish sequence in front of it. So the neckline is a bit different from the actual thumbnail. That's because the person wanted ease. In this video, I'm also going to be showing you how to achieve the neckline, the actual neckline on the thumbnail. If this is your first time on here, you are welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for always stopping by. Remember to like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel because we have a lot of amazing tutorials coming up for you. Please like the video you are about to watch, and without further ado, let us get started with the tutorials. These are the materials I'm working with. I have 2.5 yards of this shiny Mikado and 1 yard of that sequence lace, and these are the measurements I'm working with. I'll go ahead and fold this, and I'll also iron this. Now my fabric is on fold by 21 inches. This is because of my sleeve. It is going to be a continuation sleeve. Now I'll come down by 1 inch to get my starting line. I'll just come down by 1 inch, and I'm going to be rolling this to the end of this fabric. From this new line I just drew, I'm going to take my measurements, right? This is going to be my starting line, and all my measurements are going to be starting from this line. Now I'll go ahead and impute my shoulder measurement, which is at 18 inches divided by 2, which is 9 inches. I'll just go on to impute that there. So now the actual style we are recreating has like a turtleneck, like the neck is high and very tight, but this person I'm working for did not want us to be like that. She wanted convenience, so I'm just going to be making it very free. So I just went on to divide the 9 inches by 2, and I just imputed it there for her. So she loved it that way. So if you want yours to be tight, please, you can just reduce, make it 2.5 inches, okay? Don't make it so wide like mine. So from the 9 inches, I extended my sleeve and I got 12 inches. So my sleeve is 12 inches, and the opening, like the armhole opening I used, was 10 inches, and that is what I just marked. So from my starting line, I'll place my tape to get my bust line, which is at 15 inches, and that is what I am marking out now. So when I was done marking, I'll go on to connect these lines with my ruler to get a straight line. So her actual bust measurement is at 45 inches, but I added 3 inches for ease, which gave me 48 inches. So 48 inches divided by 2 is 11 inches. So I'll go on to add 2 inches to that for my stitching allowance. You can use 1 inch. And on the starting line, I'm going to be placing my tape to get my full length measurement, which is at 52 inches. So I'm going to be marking out 52 inches. So please, this is also going to be having a folding. So I'll be including 2 inches to that for my folding. I'll be using the 2 inches for my folding. So which means in total, I have 54 inches, sorry. I'll go ahead now and I'll cut out the excess. I'll place my tape on my starting line to get my hip line, which is at 29 inches, and I'm just going to be ruling that out. Her actual round hip measurement is 48 inches, but I went on to add 4 inches to that, which gave me 52 inches. I divided 52 inches by 4, which gave me 13 inches. So I went on to place 13 inches, and I marked it on the hip line, and I added 2 more inches for stitching allowance. I'm just going to be making a connection into the armhole. Now I'm going to be getting the total of what I have on my hip line, and I'm just going to be marking it on the full length. I'll mark what I have there, and I'll just make a connection into the hip line, and I'll go ahead and cut out the excesses. But before cutting, we need to work on the neck depth. So I'll be cutting out the front and the back neck together. So for the depth I used for the front, I used 5 inches for the front, and for the back I used 2 inches. This was what the person wanted, but if you are going to be recreating what we have on the thumbnail, the neck depth for the front should be 2.5 inches, and the wideness should be 2 inches or 2.5 inches, and for the back it should be 1 inches. Right, the neck depth should be 1 inches for the back. Now I've gone ahead to cut out the neck pieces and also cut out the sides, and we have our bubu ready. So now I'll go ahead to notch my 2 inches for my folding, so that when I get to the machine I'll know what to fold. To get the sequence structure in front of this bubu, I'll go ahead to fold my sequence. I just gave this a freehand folding. I did not measure this. I just folded this in a way that it's going to be enough. So I'm going to be cutting out the neck part, and then I'll turn this. I'm just going to be turning this over like so, and I'll get the full length, like the length I want this structure to be. I'll go ahead to measure now. Please, when working with this kind of annoying material, just make sure you're using your pins, okay? Just make sure you use your pin, or else it's just going to give you another kind of measurement, trust me. So for the length I'm going to be using is 24 inches. So go ahead now and I'll cut it out. So if you're going to be cutting it the way I'm cutting now, just be very careful so that you don't cut your material. So I'll just go on to cut this out before I properly give it a good shape. So from the end part of this sequence, I'll come out by 5 inches. Please use 5 inches, okay? So I'll just use 5 inches, and from that 5 inch, I'm just going to be cutting out in that shape. All right, just like it is on the thumbnail. So queens, if you have watched up to this very point and you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so, and also like this video. Do let me know what you think about this tutorial in the comment section. If you have any question, drop it there as well, and I'll be there to answer you. I'm going to open this up now for you to see what it is looking like. And this is what it is looking like. You can see how wide the neck is. If you don't want your neck to be like this, please go ahead and reduce it, okay? But you can see that the shape actually is exactly what we have on the thumbnail. For my back part, I'm also going to be turning my back with this sequence. So I'll go on to fold the sequence, and I'll just place my back, and I'll cut it out by 2.5 inches so that when I fold, it's going to give me 2 inches. So it's time for us to take this over to the sewing machine to stitch this. So I'm going to be stitching this. I'm going to be stitching this right side of my sequence facing the wrong side of my mikado. I'll take this over to my machine, and when I stitch and flip this over, it is going to be, the sequence is going to be in the front of my mikado like so. I'll do the same thing to the back part, and I'm going to bring it and show you what it is looking like. After I was done stitching, this was what I have. Right, I'll go ahead to notch this. Please go ahead and notch this properly. So for this particular phase, please, if you have hemming gum and you have light, make sure you just use hemming gum, because this thing just kept shifting out of place. So for me, I used pin because we're not having light, but even at that, it kept shifting out of place. It was very difficult to work with. So we finally did it. I took it over to my sewing machine and I just made a top stitch. I did the same thing for the back part, and now I'm going to be cutting out all these rough threads, okay? I'll take this over to my machine and I'll just join up the shoulders together. Now I was done joining the shoulder, and what I'm trying to do now is that I'm also going to be attaching my sequence to the sleeve part. So I'm going to be folding this, and I'll just cut out 2 inches for the both sides of my sleeve, like the both hands, okay? Please, if you want to work with this kind of materials, make sure you are using your hemming gum and you have light. Working with just pin may just frustrate you, honestly. So I'm going to be turning this over, right? I'm just going to be turning this over. So sorry if this part is very long, it's very fast. I just feel it is quite explanatory. So right now I'm gonna head to fold the edge of my bubu like so, and I also went on to iron this, and I have gone also to mark out my 2 inches stitching allowance, and at the end of my gown I left like 5 inches, like I came up by 5 inches because I wanted it to have a little bit of opening for ease. So I'll just take this over to my sewing machine and I'll just stitch. When I was done stitching the both sides, this was what I have after ironing. We've come to the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on my next one. Bye.